Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is EAHamm and I write by the pen name of EAHamm. And I have this YouTube channel to encourage fellow writers as well as aspiring authors as they work on their projects, as well as I do discuss grief and depression in regards to how it affects their writing. So if that sounds like something that you would like, go ahead and click subscribe. And without further ado, let's get started on today's video. It's a little bit of a vlog type thing where I sit and chat with you. I'm just going to talk to you about where I am currently in the process of my publishing my poetry collection, and then I'll discuss about my current WIP. For my poetry collection, Colors of My Heart, I have just submitted the proof copy and I am waiting for them to send me the link so I can order the author copy so I could look it over and edit and make any necessary changes to that. I am so excited about that because it was a pain, let me tell you, to format. I was frustrated there for a bit, wondering how in the world I was going to get this formatted. But now that that's done, all I am waiting for, like I said, is to get my proof copy so I can look it over. And then I have someone who is going to design my cover. I decided to wait until the very end to hire her because I was more worried about the content than the outside. Now I know that the outside is what catches the eye and everything, but that's just how my mind works. I was more worried about what I had written and making sure that that was correct first. But as of right now, my tentative date to publish this poetry collection is in November. I will know a more precise date here within the next week or so. And the reason why I waited so long to decide when to publish this was because this is my very first time in this rodeo and I am learning, and there weren't too many people or videos to bring up to teach me how to format and do all this, you know, according to poetry. Of course, I had some advice from some people who have published poetry, but basically they were telling me the same thing. They were new to it, they had put something out, they wish they did this, and so forth. And so in the future, I will have, you know, a clearer date of when I do publish. But like I said, this is the first time, and so that is why I say in November, but don't give you an exact date. Now to talk about Preptober, if you follow Natalia Lee, she has right here the Preptober workbook. And I didn't know that she had one out last year. She said that she expanded on this and brought it back this year. And I was so excited, especially after watching her video on that. That, you know, sold me on needing to get this notebook. And it's not so much that I don't know how to write, because of course I know how to write, but I have been kind of wanting to know how. I'm a pantser. From the beginning, I was a pantser. Let's back up to there. And outlining and knowing where I'm gonna go, having it on paper, was not my thing. And then last year happened and I decided, you know, for NaNoWriMo, I'll do a little outline and go from there. So I spent maybe 1-2 hours on that. And I wrote a fanfic and I finished it. It was 30 chapters and it was done. I met NaNoWriMo's goal of 50,000 and I was excited. This year I wanted to do my WIP. Now this current WIP, it's young adult historical fiction and it's about the 4th rewrite. And to say the least, I want this to be, this storyline has changed so much from the beginning. And whereas I had one set one main character. This one has two main characters for a past and a present. So I'm constantly writing from past and present. And I don't want to give too much of the storyline away. That's not the point of this. The point of this is that if you have not gotten Natalia Leigh's Preptober workbook, go and do so, because I'm telling you what, I've already spent a couple of hours on this and I'm already excited for NaNoWriMo. I wish I could wake up and start it next week, because she has really made me think. She has made me sit there and flesh out my characters and get to know them a little better. And I'm about 16 pages in, but still, it's helped me already. And I'm just so excited about this, because I plan on just really working on this week and getting a clearer picture in my mind, so that when November 1st comes, I can start running. I already have about 12,000 words to my current WIP, about I think 10 chapters. My chapters are shorter for right now. And I was excited about that, but I had gotten sick in the middle of NaNoWriMo, or Camp NaNoWriMo in July. And even though I hit my 25,000 words, a lot of, like half of those words were for just fun writing, because I just couldn't bring myself to concentrate on my WIP. I wasn't feeling well, and so I decided to self-care and write where I didn't have to think too much. Not that I don't think when I'm writing, but if you know what I mean, there's fun writing, and then there's the more serious writing, the serious writing that you are going to put out there for the world. And so while I have my fun writing on the side, now it's time for me to become serious. And actually, just today, I found a critique partner, and we swapped our first 3 chapters, and we're going to get a feel for each other's WIPs and see if we're going to be the right fit to be critique partners for these debut novels. I am so excited about this. That's where I am in my journey. I'm curious where you are, whether it be your first book, second book, whether you are just thinking about starting and joining Camp or NaNoWriMo, or whether you're editing or proofreading, or whether, I don't know, where are you in your journey? Go ahead and put that in the comments below, and let's be an encouragement to each other. And like I say each week, click subscribe, share this with anyone who is thinking about writing or is writing already. And as always, keep writing.